Alright, I know what you're thinking. My hair looks awful right now, dear God. Alright, let's fix that real quick. Nope. No shot. Huh. Much better. Oh, did I mention this was the best year of my life? Now, before we start throwing things at me, hear me out for a second. To address that big elephant in the room, yeah, this year sucked in so many ways. What started off as a small virus outbreak in Wuhan turned out to be a global pandemic. Lockdowns all over the country created the worst economic downturn since the Great Depression. World War III almost started. We lost some of the most beloved icons around the world, and I haven't even scratched the surface of the terrible things that happened this year. Now, it's really easy to look at these events and just be completely discouraged and depressed. But there's actually a lot of good that came out of this year. First, people of all ages, races, and genders came together across the world to demand an end to racism and for structural change to stop discrimination against people of color. Africa was officially declared free of polio after fighting that disease for so many years. The World Food Program won the 2020 Nobel Prize for aiding approximately 100 million people who suffer from food insecurity and hunger in 88 different countries. Finally, scientists in Australia developed a cancer vaccine that showed promising signs of treating certain types of cancers. Alright, now these events may sound arbitrary at first, but they're a testament to two things. First, we human beings are actually capable of doing some amazing things if we actually work together and put our differences aside, which is pretty damn inspiring if you ask me. And second, what may seem to have been the worst year of our lives was actually an instrumental year for the advancement of science, social justice, and much more. It all comes down to perspectives and how we choose to see the world around us. Is it one of despair or one of hope? I chose the latter. So, to explain why this was the best year of my life, I need to give you a little bit of context. But first, let's go for a change of scenery, shall we? Alright, let's go. Son of a... My keys. Got him. Now let's go. See, all I knew my whole life was education. From ever since I could remember until 8 months ago, it was classes, homework, assignments, projects, the whole 9 yards. I literally didn't know anything else. No practical experience, no hobbies aside from just watching anime and playing video games. So when the pandemic made me end my final semester in college on my parents' couch and my graduation got postponed, or honestly just canceled at this point, it was a pretty strong punch in the gut. I will honestly never forget that feeling of emptiness that I felt because it literally felt like my life was over, since that's literally all I knew my entire life. So I thought to myself, now what? People are out here giving me the weirdest stares because I have this vlogging rig, and it's quite hilarious and uncomfortable. It's great. So quarantine starts across the country and the world, and now we're all stuck inside. Now, you don't have to be a genius to realize that this quarantine presented a special opportunity to everyone, especially unemployed graduates like myself, to rediscover old hobbies, spend more time with family, and just get away from normal life for a second just so we can focus on ourselves, see where we are, reflect on where or what we want to be, and where we want to go. So through the power of the internet, I saw people sharing their journeys, learning new skills, getting creative with at-home workouts to stay fit, and just trying to stay productive during those weird times. And now I'm here on social media just scrolling every single day, seeing all these strangers and friends alike doing all these awesome, productive things in their life. So I see this trend sweeping across the internet, and I decide to do the exact opposite of that. Man, I literally chose the worst place to film with all these cars going by. Also, this angle is too low, so let's break out the tripod. I mean, here's the thing. Those church bells are really loud.
3 days later.
Thank you. I mean, here's the thing. I had 3 whole months of absolutely nothing to do. Remember, I had just graduated and I was unemployed at that time. Well, what did I do with all this free time the universe has offered me? Well, let's walk through the day of my life during quarantine. So I start off my day waking up at 12 in the afternoon, immediately reaching out for my phone, and then checking it for, 30 to 45 minutes. After that, I decide that I need 30 more minutes to rest before I can actually get up and start my day. Then, with my hair looking like a pineapple, I finally get out of bed and actually make my way to the bathroom. I wash my face, brush my teeth, and then I immediately grab my laptop and binge YouTube videos for 2 to 3 hours. I then move on to my next task of the day, which is to play video games for about 2 hours. After I'm done playing, I usually contemplate my life choices for a bit, go have dinner with my family, grab a quick shower, and then I'm right back on my laptop where I watch anime for the rest of the night. Finally, after a challenging day, I get ready for my slumber. I brush my teeth, go to bed, and get ready to do it all over again the next day. And that is not even counting the hours that I spent mindlessly scrolling through social media every single day. I literally wasted 3 months of my life that I could have spent doing something productive like pursuing my passions, learning a new skill, hell, even learning how to bake bread since that's basically what everyone did during quarantine. But nope, I decided to see if it was possible if I can replicate Groundhog Day. By the way, yeah, it's possible. So, looking in retrospect, I actually could not be more grateful for the lockdown because it made me realize a couple things. Number one is just how incredibly lucky and blessed I am to still be able to live with my parents. You see, as I grow older, eventually I'm going to move out, which means this right now is the last time in my life that I'll be able to get to see them and interact with them on a daily basis as I get to do. And that is something that I absolutely refuse to take for granted, because I know the day will come when I'm gonna look back at these days I'm living right now and I'm going to miss them. So my advice to anyone who's in my situation right now and is still living with their parents is enjoy it while it lasts and be thankful that you get to see them as often as you do, because there are some people in the world who would give up anything to have this blessing. Number two, the only way to grow as a human being is to lean into fear, uncertainty, and to break out of your comfort zone. That's exactly why I'm sitting here talking to a camera. I promise you this is not comfortable whatsoever. But I decided to do this so that I can explore new things. I want to explore more of my creativity. I wanted to learn new skills. I wanted to learn how to tell good stories and hopefully inspire you to do the same. So that's why I'm putting myself out there to share my thoughts and subpar creativity so you guys can roast me to your heart's content. And actually, right before that, I had a choice to make. Should I just live in peace and just have fun? Or make something out of myself by starting this journey, learning new things, and joining a community of incredible creators? Yeah, I really wish I would have just watched anime instead. Good God. And in case you're wondering what sparked this whole thing, well, it's actually this right here. This book was actually suggested by the awesome YouTuber Ali Abdal, who was a huge inspiration to me, by the way. And it talks about a lot of great things. But the greatest message about this book is that it shows you don't have to be a genius or be amazing at anything to show your work and relate to others. As a matter of fact, literally anyone can do it if they're willing to be an amateur, learn out in the public, and, well, show their work. So I can't recommend this book enough if you'd like to start creating content by sharing your passions and, putting yourself out there a little more. What's up, dude? Oh, everyone, meet Grady. This is my brother's cat, and don't let his cuteness fool you. He's an actual demon. Yeah. Also, I'd actually be remiss if I didn't give a shout out to Yes Theory and Peter McKinnon, because those people helped me get over my fear of judgment and helped me create a little more. So, what am I gonna do with this whole channel? Well, I actually decided to pick up photography and cinematography as a hobby, so I'll be documenting my journey for the most part. Now, you'll definitely get the product review, tutorial, or vlog here and there, but for the most part, I just want to share my stories. Now, I have absolutely no idea if I'm going to be successful at photography or making videos or, any of those things. But what I do know is I'm not going to say no before I try. That's a lot of no's. I have missed so many opportunities in my past because I second guessed myself too much and I didn't have the confidence to start something. So this time, instead of planning, I'm actually just executing. Because at the end of the day, I don't want to have the I wish I would have regret. So that's why 2020 was the best year of my life. It's the year that I decided to finally pursue my passions and stop procrastinating and making excuses. Now, I have no idea where 2021 is going to take me, but what I do know is I'm going to continue to grow every single day and actually take advantage of every opportunity that is presented to me and stop letting fear take the wheel. Thanks for watching and welcome to the journey. See you next time.